Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and this is the 1930 Standing Liberty $quarter coin from the United States of America. We have four of them. We have the San Francisco version here, and you can see the S. And these mint marks are really hard to find. It's way down in there. The year marks are hard to find too sometimes because they get worn right off. The mint marks are one of the last things to wear out on these coins. So if you find one that doesn't seem to have a mint mark there, it's not because the mint mark wore off, because this star will wear off long before the mint mark does. I'll show you one here. So you can see that you can't even tell that there's a star there. You can't tell that there's a star there. You can't tell any date, but you can certainly see the San Francisco S mint mark here. If you find one of these and you don't see anything next to that star and you can see any pieces of the star there, it's a Philadelphia coin. No mint mark for these Standing Liberties means Philadelphia. In 1930, they made 5.6 million of these at Philadelphia, and they're very valuable if you can get any detail on them. Let's take a look at what the details might be on here. So we see it says Liberty at the top, in God on this side, we trust on this side. Liberty's holding a shield in her left hand, or left arm, and has stars around the top. In her right hand, she has an olive branch, the sign of peace. We see that there's 7 stars on this side, 6 above the line and 1 below. And then there's 6 stars on this side, 5 above the line and 1 below. And that one down there is really hard to see. People confuse this M over here with a mint mark, but it is not. This is the engraver's initials, Herman A. McNeil. And you can see that M there for McNeil. There are 2 versions of this that came out in 1930. One is called the full head version, where you can see all these great details of Liberty's head, and the other is called the regular version. There is also a pattern on each side of this if you get a really good one, and we're going to show you a really good one so you can see some of the stuff on here. Fortunately, PCGS has the full head version on their website, and this, you can see this one here is the San Francisco Mint version. You can see the S right down here, and then if we go up, we see she's holding an olive branch in her right hand here. And then that is what we call the full head version. They are very valuable, even going down to the MS65 level. And you can see that it says PCGS MS68FH, which is the full head designation. If you get a full head version of the Philadelphia coin in a Mint State 65, it's worth $950. If you get the regular head version, it's worth $525 at Mint State 65. And if you can get this up to a Mint State 68 full head, the Philadelphia coin is worth $42,500. This coin's worth over $50 down to an MS30 level. So you can have a lot of wear on here. This wouldn't be an MS30 here, but you can have a lot of wear on here down to the Mint State 30 level, and it's still worth $50. And at the San Francisco Mint, you'll see an S here. They made 1.6 million at the San Francisco Mint. Mint State 65 with the regular head worth $625. Mint State 65 with the full head from San Francisco worth $1,150. And the best full head versions of this coin at Mint State 68 that they found so far are valued at $45,000 for the San Francisco Mint. Now there's one other mint mark that can be on these coins, and that is the D mint mark for the Denver Mint. But in 1930 they didn't make any Standing Liberty quarters at the Denver Mint. So you won't see a D on a 1930 coin. You'll only see the S or the plain. There are 2 varieties of the San Francisco Mint coin that are repunched mint varieties. You might be able to identify a repunched mint mark on these without being able to identify the date on these. In 1930, they also made a number of other coins. Of course, the Lincoln penny was still out. This is a 1930 Denver Lincoln penny. They made 222 million pennies in 1930. The first Lincoln pennies came out in 1909, and of course we still have Lincoln on the front of the penny, but back then it was a wheat ears cent. We also had the Buffalo nickels, and you can see this is a 1930 Buffalo nickel. Again, there's the engraver's initials down there, the F, and if we look on here we see that it says Liberty in front of the Indian chief, 1930 down in here, and the buffalo is on the back. United States of America, pluribus unum, 5 cents. They made 28 million Buffalo nickels in 1930. 1938 was the last year they made them. In 1930 they had the Mercury dime, Lady Liberty wearing the Phrygian cap with the wings on it. says Liberty around the top, In God We Trust, 1930 here. And if we flip this one over, we see that it has the fasces on the back, and the mint mark would be down here between the 1 and the dime, down in this little space. In 1930, they made 8.6 million dimes. They had the halves in the 1930s, but they did not make the Walking Liberty half in the year 1930. So this is a 1936 version of the Walking Liberty half. And you could see the mint mark would be way down here below the branch, but no 1930 half dollars. And then in 1930, of course, they still were using the peace dollars, but they didn't put any out with the year 1930 on them. So this coin, no dollar coins came out in 1930, none of these peace dollars, and you can see the peace down there on the bottom. If you're looking for these, they're not that hard to find in really beat up and used condition. They are, however, 90% silver, so they're worth $4 or $5 just in silver value alone. So you're probably not going to be able to get them even without the date for much under $4, just because you could melt them down and get that much just in silver value from them. If you do find one that's in good condition, it's often worth taking it to a dealer or getting it graded, because they're valuable all the way down through the MS-30s for both the Philadelphia and the San Francisco Mint years. All right, that's all we have today from Big D Coins. Please subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.